You're this perp back with another video, and I just got done watching episode 7 of Stranger Things season 3, and we're almost at the finale. Well, pretty much we're next episode, we're at the finale. It's been a dope ride, very fast paced, but with all that being said, follow me on Twitter, hit that like button, and hit that sub button if you're new to this channel. But it opens up with the carnival. It looks like your typical neighborhood like carnival or town carnival, and they teased that in the promotion earlier on when they were showing clips of this, or we saw certain shots. But we get the explanation of why this mind flare is after Elle, because it's pretty much pissed off at Elle that it beat it the last time and it wants to get rid of it, and it knows that Elle's the only thing in its way from completely taking over the planet. I really like that, and you really see how terrified 11 is in this, but she's willing to put that aside to protect her friends. But speaking of protecting friends, Dustin has the responsibility of taking care of Robin and Steve, because they're still kind of drugged up, and it's pretty hilarious. But back at the cabin or wherever they're at, they're getting ready for this monster, the flare, to show itself. And this thing is big, but this constantly shows you how OP 11 is, but she also is very vulnerable. She gets herself kind of hurt, her leg gets kind of fucked up in this scene, but she's able to buy some time for everybody to just escape. And really dope stuff with what they're doing with with 11. But back at the mall, Dustin tries to come up with an escape plan to escape the mall, because they're getting chased down by some Russians and stuff. But he also has to deal with these two, and they're all drugged up. But getting back to the whole Elle situation, her leg is really fucked up. It looks like it might need to get amputated. That shit looked nasty. That gash was nasty. But they're all going through the grocery store, and Lucas finds a shit ton of fireworks, and he feels like this could come in handy when it comes to fighting this thing. So him and Will start to gather up a bunch of fireworks, while Mike and 11 are having their little lovey-dovey moment. And I thought in this moment it was going to be where Mike was going to tell 11, "I love you." And I really like these two, man. Some people might not like it, but I think it's adorable, man. It's really dope. So they get a call from the walkie-talkie, and it's Dustin, and Mike pretty much lights up, and he's just like, damn. And Dustin's sitting there explaining his situation and stuff, and it's breaking out. So like Mike's not really understanding where he's at. He's got to piece things together to go find him. While this is going on, these two, Robin and Steve, are seriously just tripping balls. But they also, this whole experience also kind of brings them together, not necessarily like in a relationship kind of way, but we get a lot more backstory on Robin, and we come to find out that Robin is a lesbian, or is into females. For what all we know, they could still tease Steve and Robin dating or going out or becoming a couple. And I want to see more of these two, because I like these two more than Nancy and Jonathan. Let me know if you guys agree with that, because I think these two have great chemistry on camera. But Billy ends up popping up at the grocery store that they were at, and whatever blood that they left behind is affecting Billy, and I think he's going to use that to his advantage. Meanwhile, everybody, Steve and Robin's coming to their senses, so they're trying to escape the mall, but get kind of cornered and they got to go a different route. And at this carnival, you know, Hopper and Joyce are there with Alexei, and you know, Hopper told him to stay in the car. They didn't listen. The Terminator dude pops up and just straight smooth kills this dude. It was really sad because, you know, he really helped them figure out like the keys, and just he was a cool person that they introduced, but you know, he had to go. Hopper was able to put the Terminator guy down for a little bit just to slow him down so they can get away. Meanwhile, back at the mall, we finally get, you know, Dustin and the whole gang pretty much reunited for the most part, and a lot of new faces on both sides, and they're sitting there just going back and forth, and that shit was really dope. But while they're going back and forth, you know, something's up with Elle. You know, she's starting to look kind of sick. She's starting to kind of look like how Billy was in the beginning of the season. So whatever Billy did, or you know, this mind flare did, probably got a hold of Elle in a way or something. But not all is well with Elle. I don't know how this is going to end, but stay tuned because I will have my last episode review, episode 8 review, up very shortly. Man, I'm really liking the season so far, and I'll give you my overall thoughts in the next episode review. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and follow me on Twitter at PerpMinded. And to the next episode review, I'll check y'all out later. Peace.
When I was young, I thought that success was all I needed. That's what was gonna bring the happiness. Buying my mom a house, being the fame, the accolades, having people say, yo, you are the best in the game. I thought those would be the things that would bring happiness. And then when those things came, the happiness wasn't there. And I realized why that was. There was such an attempt to achieve these things and to keep going that you lose sight of the people and the blessings that you have around.